I guess I should start with quantum entanglement, teleportation, and what it has helped me to understand. I mentioned in the previous video where I'd had some adventures, and what really started me off, what really got me knowing that something really odd was going on, was I woke up one day and suddenly realized that the sun, my nice, friendly little G1 sun, had turned into this vicious white light in the sky. And I thought, something is wrong. And I looked up at the sky at night, and there were no stars. There were literally millions of stars. And of course, where I was from, there were billions of stars. So I knew that something was wrong, and then the Chinese did their quantum entanglement port. Use Mr. Tongue and Mr. Lip. The quantum entanglement teleportation experiment, where they successfully sent information from a particulate on Earth to a particulate over 300 miles in outer space. And I had my light bulb moment. I went, oh, that's how I got here. After that, things started getting real weird. As if that wasn't weird enough. Then things got real weird. I've been on planets that were G1s, G2s, G3s, G4s for suns. You can look that information up online anywhere you are. You look it up and it'll tell you what the sun's temperature is. And, make sure you continually use the same. If you use Fahrenheit, continually use Fahrenheit. If you use Celsius, continuously use Celsius. If you use Kelvin, continuously use Kelvin. So that you always know the temperature. But anyway, I noticed all these things, and the other thing that I began to notice was the anatomy of the body. The anatomy of the body, how it changes. How it changes. Depending on what temperature the sun is, actually. The easiest ones to see the difference between are obviously the G1s and the G4s. And they're easiest to explain. For instance, on a G1 sun, your lungs will go all the way to the bottom of your rib cage. They'll go all the way to the bottom of your rib cage. Your lungs will cover everything. You have a little liver. It's a little liver. It's not very big at all. The heart is over here on the side. You find it by going to the bottom of your sternum and going one fist over, and your heart will be there. And that's how you find your heart on a G1. Spine is straight. Now, if you go to a G4, the anatomy changes. On a G4 sun, the lungs are only half the size. They're like half a lung. The liver is enormous. It fills the chest cavity. There are no internal organs below. There are no important internal organs. Your vital organs are all up inside the chest cavity. The only thing between the bottom of your rib cage and your hips are intestines. And on the spine, there's a spear point on both sides of your backbone. The heart is more in the center up here. But anyway, that's getting off the point. Now, the reasons that I bring this up is it shows that the human body is adapting to where it is. On a G1 sun, the things that you see on the G4 sun are not necessary. Now, the reason they're necessary on the G4 sun is because the sun is so much brighter. It's hotter. It's a hotter sun. It's a white light. It's not a yellow light. And because it's so hot, a lot more energy is coming down. So you have to, obviously, your liver gets bigger to filter out the toxins that you're getting from the sun. So you need a bigger liver. So that bigger liver develops. The spears on both sides and the no vital organs being in that space are because so much more sun gets to the forest floor that the undergrowth gets very thick, which of course means it creates more oxygen. So the lungs don't need to be as big because there's so much more oxygen. The oxygen content is higher. Snakes become very fast, especially constricting snakes become very fast, and so they become a problem for the human creature. So in order to survive, through our genetic memory, which, mom and dad, what they dealt with, pass that on to their child, so their child is better able to deal with what mom and dad had to deal with. We developed the genetic mutation of bone spurs, so that when a constricting snake got a hold of us and gave it up to us, the only thing that crushed is the part between the ribs and the hips. That part crushed really easily, and when you crush down on it, bone spurs. Snake lets go, human lives. Now, I make this point for a reason that you probably didn't see coming. It's another quantumly entangled body. It's you. It's exactly you. Both of them. On the G1 is you, and on the G4 is you. Is that another race? Are you another race on another planet, or are you the same race on another planet? That's what I'm talking about, the understanding that was brought to me. And the understanding that was brought to me is that there literally is only one race. The human race. The human race. And it's a very adaptable creature. It's a super adaptable creature. Do you know it can even change the pigmentation of its skin or the shape of its eyes? Never mind a giant liver or half a lung or bone spurs. That's why, in my opinion, anyone who thinks there's more than one race is uneducated. Just doesn't know better. There's different cultures. There's different knowledge. Different opinions. One race. Just one. Get over it.